To close the day out, let's take a look at the match between Onic and RSG. I must note that both teams are on a win streak and a lot of eyes are on Onic because they recently just defeated the Giants. They started out hot. The Raiders truly raided Sonic's camp and it prompted a lot of pickoffs for RSG. However, here in the mid lane, Light showcased to us how quick his Kaja can fly and use Divine Judgment on Escalera, which means there's no more initiator for Onic. If you look closely, Nats also jumped behind Escalera and Gem just to make sure the kill would be completed. Demon Kite also taunted Kelra and Gem, but who's the chosen one? Of course it's Kelra. He got jumped on by Nats and Light finished off the kill. RSG is running on 1 kill per minute and they want more. Gem, who you'd expect will be the tanky one, got melted down and then he tried to get the buff. But it did not stop there. Light used Divine Judgment on Escalera again, although he was not able to get the kill, it definitely forced Onic to step back. The casters mentioned that Kuze's Harith was very effective and there's no solid lockdown on Onic's draft. They also don't have Purify, which is probably the reason why we're here. Escalera tried to brave the front lines but he was met with so much damage. RSG also started the fight in the narrow part of the map, so it worked really well with the layering of their combos. Despite Kelra trying to get a pick off, he was the one that got picked off instead. And Super Friends followed short after. Coach Panda's draft and the execution from the players won game number 1. After a well-timed steal from Nats, they decided to take it up a notch. They went on to chase Super Fins and it was successful. RSG also knows that Escalera doesn't have I'm offended, so he was served on a silver platter. As consolation, despite being a Baksha, King Kong was pulled away from the tower and taken down. Onic pulled the trigger and tried to catch Nats off guard, but he was showcased a noteworthy final slash instead. He paid for that with his life, but it gave Aqua his killing spree.
Nandun na ngayon lahat, insanity, ano masasak ngayon para makabawi kahit paano, pero masakit na yung mga nakikita natin.
Gem was quietly scouting the area when he got kicked in the face by Light and it connected to Nat's final slash. Kelra was safe with the backline, but the problem was his projectiles could not reach RSG and he was just watching his teammates fall. Escalera was the first one to bid farewell and then Gem followed, Kusei killing the latter. I think this was a funny moment, but RSG kept on spamming the recall button. Looks like Aqua isn't the only one enjoying. After spamming the recall button, it looks like they're spamming the launch attack button because Demon Kite sneakily got Super Fins. Onic is holding on as hard as they can, but it's 4v5 and Nats knew who to target and Kusei was untouchable. Light caught Escalera again and King Kong was near, but this is where Kusei greeted their opponent. He was focused on by Kelra, and with their damage dealer down, RSG secures their 2-0.
Ikaw, naratapusin ang laban dahil ang Raiders ay makakapigil